Yo, what's poppin', guys? What's going on? What's up? What's up? All right. Here, let me start this up real quick. Give me a second. All right, bet. Hold up. All right, there you go. What's good, guys? What's going on? All right. Okay. So, rough open for sure. Wait, hold up. Oh, yeah. All right, rough open for sure, guys. I'm sure you guys have seen the first 15 minutes of market open. It looks exactly like yesterday. I have no words, honestly. Now, in terms of levels of liquidity, I don't really have much to work with right now. So we're gonna have to be a little bit if we want to get a trade going or a read going in the market, we're gonna have to be a little patient today. All right, and by a little patient, I mean a few minutes, maybe. I mean we're not super far away from the next really strong level of liquidity, which is over at pretty much 480 or 479 if you want to be very specific. But yeah, hopefully we can shoot down into it and kind of just work off that. All right. Now in the meantime, yeah, because we did create a gap here. And the reason for those wondering why I started the stream so kind of late today, about 15 minutes late, which I'm not gonna lie, it's not really late, but you get the point. All right. It's mainly because coming into market open, we opened in the middle of nowhere where all of our levels of liquidity were very far away. We're talking maybe 50 plus points, and with the very, very choppy open, yeah, I'm gonna say choppy. It definitely wasn't that good. I mean, if you guys saw the 1 minute, I saw you guys talking about it in the chat. The 1 minute is literally a Christmas tree, guys. It's red, green, red, green, red, green, red, green, red, green, red, green. So definitely not the best open. All right, or at least not the cleanest open. But hopefully we can snap out of that and try to do something. All right, now I need you guys to keep in mind as to what's going on today. Right, today we have NVIDIA earnings later today after 4 p.m. EST, which more than likely means that the PM session will be pretty choppy. All right, we know that due to the anticipation that NVIDIA brings in as it's one of the biggest stocks in the whole stock market. All right, if not the biggest. I'm not sure if it is or not. But yeah, other than that, we don't have any other news in terms of red folders or orange folders. So the only thing that we have to wait on today is kind of NVIDIA. All right, so what I would say is for today, if you guys are going to be trading, which I am as well, only focus on the first maybe 1 or 2 hours and avoid the rest due to the anticipation the market is going to bring or NVIDIA is going to bring. All right, into the markets. All right, that can cause a lot of chop, a lot of indecision, because obviously once earnings come out, that's when the actual move happens. All right, so yeah, we're gonna see how NVIDIA goes for sure. And then I'm not gonna lie to you guys, with NVIDIA earnings coming out today, I might be down to trade Asia tonight if you guys are down. Let me see. Someone here said to join that. No, there nothing. How much volume will Nvidia have? Oh, a lot. Typically Nvidia, when earnings come out with Nvidia, it's typically really nice. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. Obviously, if earnings come out not beating the expectations but not being any worse, then obviously it will just kind of be flat out and nothing will happen. But if earnings come out being beaten or not being beaten or whatever, then we can obviously expect some sort of a really nice move. All right, but I'll see how we move, and depending on how it moves and how Asia reacts, if you guys are down, I'll be down to trade Asia with you guys. We can probably get a really nice move and maybe not be able not trade tomorrow. You know what I mean? We'll make the money overnight. All right, so I'll definitely chart me on tonight for the charts. I love trading after earnings come out because the markets are extremely volatile. All right, especially with such a big one like Nvidia, we should be able to for sure get something. All right. Now let me go ahead and start the live stream here on YouTube. YouTube, what's going on, guys? What's up? What's up? And okay, yeah. Now, like I said, I'm not gonna let you guys coming to market open today. It's looking exactly the same from yesterday. The markets are still on their little, it's still in this little shit show that's been doing for the last month where it has not been pretty at all. So yeah, this open, not any better. Obviously, like I said, we don't have any news today, so I don't know how we're gonna do, but obviously looking at it now, it's not very clean. We haven't taken out any liquidity. We don't have a read anywhere. It's just very hard. I don't know. But I'm gonna try my best. I'm gonna stay on obviously for a while. I'm gonna try my best to get a read. But if the market tends to chop up and not do any clear movements until like 10 maybe, I'm gonna get off, because obviously yesterday, you guys know, we tried trading. We tried trading out of the chop and it led to worse. We actually ended up getting caught by the chop. So I'm just not trying to deal with that today. So I don't even care if I get a trade or not today. I'm 100% down to stay in cash. And the way we knew about the chop yesterday was obviously, it was pretty obvious. We saw the price, we didn't like it. We saw a little bit of a spike, we tried it, but it didn't really work out in our favor due to the chop, obviously. So if that's going to be the case today, then we'll just avoid it. All right, guys. That's for sure. Now, pretty much what I'm trying to look for right now, guys, is for the game plan right now. Obviously, I don't have a bias. I don't know how the market is reacting based off any level of liquidity, because remember, we haven't really taken out any levels of liquidity, right? Keep that in mind. So right now we're headed towards our first level of liquidity, which will be to the downside over at 480. Hope, fingers crossed, we can really take out that level very soon so we can get a nice read going. But if we can get a read off 780, we can basically get our bias, right? Whether we want to hold below 780, we can definitely look to take shorts into 727 and so on, right? That's if we hold below it with a lot of selling, which right now it's not really the case, right? It's kind of like a little bit, a little bit choppy, So yeah, now if we do take out 780 and we start reversing right back up, for now, I'm going to say we do have a gap that we can work with. Not super far away, but not super close by, which will give us enough time to really know what the market wants to do. All right, guys. So what I'm trying to say is, okay, let's say this candle flips from red to green, which hopefully we do, right? If we're able to flip from red to green, we can go ahead and take out 480. And if we take out 480 and we reverse back up, we have a 5 and 15-minute gap right over here, right? Or at least we're creating the 15-minute gap. But we have a gap. We have a gap right over here. If you measure out this candle, it is about 42 points, and we are just left with barely of a gap, right? So if we can take out this level of liquidity and reverse right back up over 50 points, not only would this show us that buyers have the momentum and we're not chopping up, but it can also show us that we're going to inverse this fair value gap and target these 4 levels of liquidity above, those being this internal right over here, which is about 30 points, 35 points maybe, right? We'll have this internal, we will have this London, we'll have this Asia, and then we'll have the nearest all-time, no, not all-time high, but the nearest high, right, which would be at 650. All right, so that's pretty much the game plan right now. I don't want to touch anything until we see 480. If we don't see 480, then we're just going to stay cash, all right? Because right now, obviously, if we... let me drink some water real quick. Hold up. If we don't see 480 and the market pumps up, obviously, with my strategy, I won't be taking any sort of an inverse because I don't know what the market bias will be. All right, I don't know if it's going to be a temporary pullback. I don't know if it's going to be a full-on reversal out of nowhere. You guys get what I'm saying? So right now, the only objective that we have right now, or step one, like our first objective that we want to go ahead and take out is 480. If we don't take out 480, then we cannot trade today. All right, guys, this is the level that we need right now. All right. So we'll see. Right now, we have been sitting around this 500 range for some time now. So hopefully we don't reverse out of nowhere. We just need one more leg down to the downside, and we take out 480, and we should be good off that. All right, because once again, if you guys look at the higher time frame, this is literally the nearest level of liquidity that we have to work with. If we can't work with that, then we can't work with anything. All right. What if we take shorts off of it if it rejects? I wouldn't really take shorts off of it either, because obviously right now, like I said, I don't have a bias, and you might be wondering, okay, well, the market is going down. Why wouldn't you just take shorts off a bearish value gap? Well, you guys have to keep in mind that the first thing that I always look for coming into market open, if we don't have this one thing, I will not take a trade in the market, is taking out a level of liquidity. Sure, it might look like we're selling off right now, but we don't know where we're going to sell off. We don't know if we want to continue selling off because we don't have a bias in the market. The market doesn't know where it's going. All right. So, and the reason I'm saying that is because if you look at the higher time frame, we haven't swept any level of liquidity nearby, at least for this session, right? We haven't taken out the London, we haven't taken out the Asia, we haven't taken out any internals, we haven't done anything, right? And if you look at the 5-minute time frame, it's also pretty choppy. So that kind of just makes us set up a lot worse, even if you do want to take shorts off this right here, right? You don't know. It's just not that the probability is very, very low. All right. So we don't know what we want to do just yet. And that's what I'm telling you guys. It's either we take out a level of liquidity or we get nothing. As simple as that. All right, so that's pretty much what I'm trying to wait on right now. All right, guys. What about if ES already took out the London low? Let me check it out because I have not opened up ES today, and it hasn't. And now I'm gonna say I have to delete all these levels, but ES does not. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. ES does not look any better because at least NQ is close to an actual level of liquidity that we created yesterday, right? Yeah. Today's Wednesday, right? Yeah, today is Wednesday. Yeah. So we haven't taken out any levels of liquidity nearby. ES, on the other hand, is nowhere near any levels and still hasn't taken out any levels either. Right? So yeah, obviously we're not any better here. All right. But right now it kind of seems like we are inside of this 5-minute gap. Hopefully we don't really inverse it. If we do, it's not going to be a big deal. Obviously, I'm not going to take anything off of it regardless. But I kind of just wanted to kind of save this fair value gap. You know, if we sold off and we took out this level of liquidity, we could have definitely used this fair value gap, but it kind of seems like that's not going to be the case. All right. So in terms of a setup, we still don't have one. But don't worry, because obviously we need to take out this level of liquidity. And as we take it out, we can possibly form another one. Obviously, if the volume shows for it, right? Right now, we do have some fair values that we can definitely use, but we don't have any confirmations, right? So we took one out, but we formed another one, which is not a big deal. But like I said, I will not be taking a trade until we see something. All right, guys. So keep that in mind. Any good setups? No, like I said, there's literally nothing. Isn't 24,535 a level of liquidity that we just took out? What was it? 24,535. Not really, because if you look at that, it's kind of like a lower time frame liquidity. On the higher time frame, it doesn't really show any signs of. It could be a level of liquidity, but it's not the strongest one, and we definitely didn't see the strongest reaction off of it. So definitely not my favorite in the books. I will say that. I will say that. So yeah, I'll kind of avoid this level. I kind of want to make sure that it's as perfect as possible. And to me, perfect looks like this, right? Like an actual strong bounce on the higher time frame, not a little bounce on the 5-minute time frame. That kind of just looks like this. So yeah, I mean, I'm totally fine waiting a little bit longer. For 40, but keep in mind, guys, we cannot wait that long. All right, keep in mind we do have to wait for or not wait. Well, we do have Nvidia earnings coming out later today, so we can't really be on the markets past 11 because that's when the chop will really start forming. All right, guys, that's the anticipation chop once again. All right, guys, so yeah, we're kind of on a race against time. We probably have like max like an hour left in the market to really get us set up going. If not, then we're pretty much cooked. All right, guys, so yeah. David, how come you and RP mark out different times for the London low? What do you mean? He marks out the 8 a.m. You mark on 9:30. Well, the New York session opens up at 9:30. So that's pretty much where I find my London low, and that's where everyone has marked up. But remember, everyone has a different strat. Maybe he finds more success marking out the 8 a.m. candle. But for me, I've always found success marking out the 9:30. Because remember, it's 6 p.m. EST till 3 a.m. Asia, 3 a.m. till 9:30 London, 9:30 till 5 p.m. is New York. Well, it's technically 4, but 5 is when the market closes, or when like the whole market, like including futures, closes. And then from 5 to 6 is the 1 hour break where the market is completely closed, and then repeat. Yeah, you're good, bro. You're good. You're good. But yeah, anyways, so far looking at the market open, we're still getting a bounce here. Like I said, I still don't have a bias yet, so it's really hard to tell you guys right now, at least, in terms of what I think the market will do or what setup we can take to obviously try to make some money. But it's just waited out right now. You know what I mean? The New York session opens up at 9:30, and the stock market opens up at 9 or at 8. And the stock market opens up at 9:30. I've always gone by 9:30. I have a lot of friends that do 9:30 as well, and they find just as much success with it. Have you seen the video of RP saying that having a daily bias can fuck us up in trading? I agree. I agree. Having a daily bias, obviously, if the market is going up and you're finding every reason to believe that it's going down, then what do you think? Who do you think is going to win? Your thoughts or the market? Yeah, I mean, so yeah, I mean, just trade with what you have in front of your face. You know what I mean? Yeah, I agree with him. Having a daily bias is possibly the worst thing you can have. I mean, it's good to have an idea as to what to expect from the market, but if the market is showing you otherwise, just trade with what the market is giving you. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, the trend is your friend. You know what I mean? David finds a bias in the moment. Yeah, I find my bias based off the smaller time frame. Remember, I mark out my levels of liquidity in the higher time frame, and I just work with the reaction that we get based off the levels of liquidity after we take them out, which is exactly why I've been telling you guys for the last 30 minutes that I don't have a bias right now. I mean, we haven't taken anything out. It's really hard to work with anything. I get it. On the higher time frame, we might be looking bearish, but is that really going to be our bias forever? No, I mean, it's eventually going to change, right? And it's going to change based off these levels of liquidity. All right, so we're just waiting on this to get taken out. If we don't take it out, then oh well, we'll just take cash until then. All right, don't be married to it. 100%. 100%. Remember, biases always change. All right. I've had a lot of people, in fact, complain to me saying, like, oh, bro, David, why are you bullish 1 second and then bearish the other second and then bullish again? I mean, dude, it's just the market giving me a lot of information. You know what I mean? I'm just working with what I have in front of my face. All right. I can't just get on market open and be like, okay, guys, today is going to be bullish. All right. It's not how it works. You know what I mean? And you'd be surprised. There's actual people that have been like, dude, like, say one bias and stick to it. I mean, I'm like, dude, that's not how it works. You know what I mean? I need to like trade what the market is giving me. It changes a lot, you know. That's how the market moves. Because if the bias was so clear every single day, oh, one day is up, one day is down, then everyone would be rich as hell. I mean, it's obviously not how the market works. It's not as easy as that. Some days it will be clean. Some days it will be super, super hard to get. Price is slowing down already. I'm not gonna say it's slowing down. The momentum is definitely still a little bit dead. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, bro. I there's a part of me that literally wants to stay cash until September, bro. I want to go so far away from the August price action. I don't want to think about it, bro. The price action for this last month has literally been haunting me in my dreams, bro. I promise you guys, bro. And I'm already seeing some people in the chat saying that like saying, yeah, I was about to say, I'm already seeing some people in the chat saying like oh, like, dude, I'm gonna stay cash until September starts, because bro, it's so bad, bro. Guys, I don't think we've had a single clean day this entire month. We had two. Dude, like bro, it's you know what it is, bro? This entire month being so choppy. I mean, yesterday and today were a prime example, bro. The day, the day that we went off was by far one of the best ones. That dude, I was able to trade that day, like during the PM session, and I was able to get 70 points off that day. I remember, dude. I was rushing home, bro. I saw the markets moving. I'm like, damn, bro. Yeah, dude, I agree. Definitely, and it'll show you guys. It'll show you that the markets have its ups and downs for sure. I know a lot of people, including myself, definitely got humbled this month. It's just how it is. You know what I mean? Only 250 people here. Bro, a lot of people are taking breaks, bro. A lot of people are taking breaks. Because, dude, I mean, it gets to the point where after so long, where you try trading every single day, it gets so repetitive to where it's so choppy every single day to where I have people literally, like, that's why I mentioned it. I have a lot of people telling me that they're going to take breaks until until September starts. Isn't TGR getting cooked by the charts? Dude, literally, I'm telling you, dude, everyone is, bro. The markets just haven't been clean. It's not just me. I'm telling you guys. Humbled ain't the word. It definitely is, bro. It definitely is. I like to say it's humble because obviously, look, what a month or two ago is when we got out of a 2-month winning streak. You know what it is being green for 2 months straight, or at least 53 days. That's crazy, right? Obviously, our ego's gonna be through the roof, and you know, eventually, he's gonna catch up to us, right? No, recently by the charts. I think he got like beyond screwed yesterday, alongside all of us. David, have you ever looked to trade Asia gold? I caught a nice trade last night. I've heard that Asia. I mean that gold trade's really nice during Asia. I'm just not interested in it. I don't trade at night. I knew him had to take 20. I knew him at 6K followers on YouTube. Asia gold is crazy good. I'll check it out. For tonight, I'm definitely gonna be focusing on trading what's it called, on trading NQ tonight, guys. So if you guys are gonna be interested in trading with me during the Asia session, I will be on. And that's mainly because of the Nvidia earnings coming out. All right, guys. I do believe it's gonna make the markets move at night with all the volume and interest coming in. So be ready for that. All right, guys. Be ready for that for sure. But for now, it's literally doing nothing. Do you go live? No, I don't trade at night. I don't like trade at night. Are the markets closed on Monday? Yeah, Monday is Labor Day, right? Yeah, the markets will be closed. I feel like I should probably bring that up. I'll bring that up like on Friday or something. David, since ES didn't take out the London high or low, can we expect ES to dip and pump randomly or chop in either direction? Well, from what it seems like it's doing, keep in mind NQ hasn't done anything either. It seems like both are just chopping. We're stuck in between the highs and lows on both ES and NQ. So it's like that's exactly why I haven't really even talked about the chart today. There's really nothing to talk about. At what time do earnings come out? It comes out after 4 p.m. There's no specific time. It's just whenever the company releases the statements. Isn't 534 a level of liquidity? Not the strongest one. At least, like if you look at the 30-minute time frame, there's literally nothing here. So I would much rather not trade it and just trade something down here. It's a lot more certain, I would say. Starting 6 for the Asia session tonight, just whenever we find the setup. There's no specific time that I get on. Like I'll have the charts open if I see something I like, I'll take it. If not, then I just won't trade. But yeah, right now I'm not gonna lie to you guys. The closer we get towards 11, you guys already know the deal. The choppier we're gonna get. So if it gets to the point where we're so choppy to the point where we're barely moving, I'm getting off, staying cash. All right, and I'll be on later today if anything. So yeah. Markets are waiting on Nvidia. Yeah, remember, Nvidia is one of the biggest ones out there. So it's one of the biggest stocks out there. So if Nvidia moves, expect literally everything to move, especially NQ. All right, so you guys are probably gonna see. Don't be surprised if you guys open up the charts at 4 p.m. towards 6, and you guys see the biggest candle ever. All right, guys, that's Nvidia. All right, don't be like, oh, is Trump saying anything? No, that's just Nvidia. And see, I'm not mad about it. Rather stay cash than lose. 100%, 100%. 100%. And that should have been the case yesterday. We knew that the market was chopping, yet we still tried to take something. So why are people saying every August is horrible? Not that every August is horrible, just that this year has been a living hell. By far the worst price action this year. And if anything, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. This has been one of the worst price actions in probably my entire career. I've been trading every single day for the last 4 years and a half, and I've never seen price this bad for this long. I get it. You know, I mean, 1 week might be bad, maybe 2 weeks might be bad. A whole month straight without a single good day is unheard of. Yeah, don't get me started, dude. Yeah, I missed the winning streaks. I mean, dude, I'm trying my best to start them back up. You guys know I will start them up every now and then. But dude, I just can't work my magic with this market. It's way too hard to trade. It's too indecisive or unstable. And the reason I know this is because once again, guys, I've told you guys 1,000,001 times. It's like we find the setup, we try taking it, it stops us out to the tick, it goes back into that same exact entry, we take it again at the same exact point where we entered, and then it plays out into our price targets and goes over 100 points. How does that make sense? You know what I mean? It's like we're not doing anything wrong because that same exact setup is working out. So what's the issue, right? We're getting random pullbacks and it's just not working. You know what I mean? Are you gonna go live or just alert for Asia? I just alert. I don't go live during Asia. I'd say unstable. It retraces everything, literally everything. Yeah, it could be like the strongest uptrend, and the second we get in, it will retrace into our stop loss and go right back up. It just makes no sense. 2 hours in a week used to be OD. Yeah, bro, guys, do you guys remember when we would have 1L on the week and we would call it a bad week? Bro, I want to go back to those times, bro. Now we're getting like, it's like L win, L win, L win, L win. And every day is break even. Break even or just barely green. It's like, bro, I'm sure you guys remember, man. Because a lot of you guys joined because of the consistency, but good times. How to pay out each week of the month. Dude, we're trying to get back into it, bro. We're trying to get back into it. I want to request one soon as well, but we'll see. So far, the market is chop city right now, bro. This thing is horrible. September is our month. Hopefully, bro. Hopefully, it's not any worse. If it is, then I don't even know what to do. Yeah, hopefully you guys can understand where I'm coming from, but this has been so hard lately. Can we take shorts from this IFG rejection? No, don't take anything right now, bro. Trust me, do not take anything right now. Remember, there's no bias, there's no read, there's nothing in the markets. If I didn't take the straight pick, can you answer for me? Where would be the ideal take profit? Would this be the take profit or that one? I mean, dude, it's a 9-point difference. It's not really a big deal which one you choose. I would say do the most recent one, I guess. And the reason I'm saying do the most recent one is because price is so indecisive. You're better off taking profits sooner than later because obviously a lot safer than sorry. You know what I mean? Yeah, I got you. If we can survive these market conditions, we can survive anything. 100%, bro. I mean, dude, we're like barely surviving, I would say. Like every day has been a break-even day for me. I keep closing my trades too early. I got the equal lows at the bottom, but like close too early. I was even in a sell from the top and close at the VWAP. Do you have price targets when you're trading or no? I failed to survive. It happens, bro. It happens. Blew my account, bro. What are you trading, bro? I don't have you taken. No, literally nothing, bro. Literally nothing, bro. H, what are you trading? Because bro, we've had no reason to market. I forced so many trains on ES when I first got my account. Ah, okay. It happens, bro. It happens. Got too close. All right, I get you. I get you. Always want to do, but could be a lot more. Ah, okay. Want to do is not even that bad. That's not bad at all. It could be more, but I mean, if anything, just hold runners. You know what I mean? Maybe hold 1 or 2 contracts and make a little bit extra money. But what to do is not bad at all. Dude, I have not seen the RSI indicator since like high school, bro. I'm not saying it's anything bad, bro, but dude, I haven't seen that indicator in so long, bro. I remember when I used to use it like crazy. I feel like every beginner trader, at least if you used to do options, can't hold much with one micro. Not confident enough to size up yet. Every time I do, I mess it up. All right, but I mean, like I said, if you're doing a once to do risk reward, that's not bad at all, bro. It's really not. It could be more always, but I mean, you're still securing green. Your grandfather showed it to you, bro. It's like RP's billionaire grandfather, right? Yeah, Storm. I don't blame you, bro. I might get off soon as well, dude. If the market doesn't do anything, dude, I'm gonna get off. A two risk reward with a 45 to 50% win rate is very profitable. 100%, 100%. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I think this month my win rate was what, like maybe in the mid 50s. Because I promise you guys, we find a setup, stopped out, re-entry, win. Stopped out, we find another setup, stopped out, re-entry, win. I promise you guys, this month has been one of my worst win rate months in a while. You've had good setup, but it's a PA. Yeah, the setups have been there. Like I said, it's like we get stopped on the first entry, we take the same exact entry, it's a win. It's like, what? Make it make sense, bro. But yeah, it's been something. More losses than wins this month? I don't think so. I don't think so. It's definitely been a 50-50. Because I feel like every single month, like this entire month, I've taken a re-entry off every loss, and it's been a win. Yeah, bro. Take me back to when we used to think a bad week would be like 1 or 2 losses, bro. 2 losses being the very worst of the week. Yeah, we'll see how September treats us. Hopefully, it's a lot better, man. Because I need to put my work out there, bro. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, man. I'm looking to get off very soon, bro. This right now, it's just we're stuck in the middle of nothing. Like on ES, we haven't taken anything out. On NQ, we haven't taken anything out. It's just maybe we can get something off ES, maybe. But I doubt this thing is moving. Yeah, 15-minute time from 6 points. Because I'm saying we could probably get something off ES because ES is just the closest thing to a level of liquidity that we have to work with. Because if we could take out the London and Asia, we could work towards a London low maybe. But on NQ, it's like hopeless. Like we're not gonna get anything off NQ today. Plus, I'm surprised you didn't take an entry at 536. We didn't have any sweep that I liked. Damien, I didn't like it. Let's not trade this 100%, dude. I'm gonna see how ES reacts because obviously if ES has something to respect, then yeah, we could do it. But right now, it's definitely, you know. We'll see. Oh shit. Okay, the 5 minute on ES doesn't even look that good either. See if we can pop up 2 points, and I doubt it, but we'll see. Does copy trading cost money? Well, the only part that costs money is buying the accounts. So yeah, in a way, yeah. But other than that, no. It's about to take out the London. Yeah, I did mention that. Yep. That's why I have the charts open on ES right now. But yeah, like I said, guys, literally this morning, if we want to work with anything, if we're going to, it's gonna have to be ES for sure. Because NQ is just, it's hopeless right now. I mean, the nearest level of liquidity that we have is 55 points away, and we're averaging like 20-point candles with a lot of chop. I don't know how stable that will be, but we'll find out. Let me see. I don't understand how the non A plus setups are working, but the A plus ones fail miserably. I don't know either, bro. I wish I had an answer for you. You got your PA account? Nice, bro. Nice. That's nice. I'm going to try my best to get you into a payout, but you're going to have to bear with me with this market. Or you're going to have to bear with this market, not with me. Yeah, for now, I'm going to mark this out just for now on the 15-minute to see if we can even work off something there. Because right now, I would say the only thing we have to work with is ES. Crazy how you started the payout challenge in the worst month. Yeah, bro, it's not the best look, but it's timing on that, bro. Like I said, guys, for those that have been wondering, this even when I first started trading, this has possibly been one of the worst months that I've ever seen in my life in terms of price action. Apex must be happy, dude. Smiley, bro, smiley. The CEO goes to sleep with a big smile on his face, bro. Anyways, we just took out the London high. Let's see if we can take out this Asia high on ES, and maybe we can get something going. But we'll see. We'll see. Maybe we take out this internal over here on NQ. Because wait, if anything, if we take out that internal, we can probably work with NQ as well. Because remember, we haven't taken out anything to the downside. But if we take out this internal to the upside, we can probably get something going. Because on NQ, we do have a 40-point gap right over here. Yeah, 40 points exactly, actually. So we'll see how that goes. But we still have to wait for this 50 minutes to close. David, I got cooked yesterday. I thought TradeV automatically cancels out the orders. So when the Starbucks got hit, I got off the next morning. I saw John 1.2K. Bro, remember, guys. Every single time that you're taking a trade, always click the exit at market and cancel button. It's the gray button right next to your contracts. Always click that button. Always. You know what's funny? You said every single one. Nah, I don't think I have, bro. I don't think I have. But in August, we can all agree has been by far the worst. Maybe I say that it's been one of the worst months. It's because I'm always expecting more from myself. You know what I mean? I always expect more from myself. Like if I have a good month, I want the next month to be even better. You know what I mean? So if I ever say that the month is bad, maybe it's not bad in terms of price action, but maybe it's just bad in terms of what I wanted to like accomplish. But in terms of price action, this month has been definitely the worst one. But I'm not gonna lie to you guys, we might have a setup cooking up here. Possibly. We have an internal high here. This is kind of the only thing that we can really work with right now. Because we have 586 right over here on the 15-minute. If we could take this out and go back down, we can possibly take an inverse off this and then just target the New York low, follow the 480 that we want to take out today. Volume looks like it's picking back up. I don't know. Remember, this is literally what happened yesterday. Price was so choppy, and at this exact time, we pumped up, and then we went back into chopping up. So I would definitely be careful, but we'll see. We'll see. Last, can you repeat how many contracts you use? Lately, I've been sizing up a little bit more. So I've been doing like 15 to 20. Is that first bearish 15-minute for rally up too small to inverse for higher? If volume is good. This one right here, yeah, it's like 34. Yeah, 34 points, and the other one's like 20, 28. Yeah. So I definitely wouldn't try to inverse it. But we swept the London on ES. We're probably gonna take out the Asia over on ES as well. Let's see. Volume is kind of picking up here. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Maybe on the 5 minute time frame we have a gap as well. Nah, we're probably not gonna get one. Candle closes in 20 seconds, unless we can pump up 1 point per second, which is kind of unlikely, but you never know. If we can kind of reject off this thing right here, maybe we can get an inverse going. But no, we're looking pumping up like crazy on the 5 minute. Yo, nah, we're not gonna get it. We could have gotten a 5 minute gap here. We could have definitely worked off that, but yeah, it's not gonna be the case. All right, but yeah, anyways. Now if we end up holding above this internal high, we could probably just wait for this Asia and London to kind of get a reaction going. And if we can, then we can probably get a trade going. All right, guys. But right now we're getting closer to getting a setup. Remember, it's a race against time because the closer we get to like 11:30, price is gonna get slower and slower and slower and slower and slower. Why do you stick to 40-point gaps? Isn't any gap an imbalance? Well, technically yes. Now, why exactly do I choose to trade only 40-point gaps? All right. Wait, let me put my headset on. Krabby's on. Hold on, take off my hoodie. Yo, what's good, Krabby?
Yo.
You caught anything today, bro?
No, I wanted to long, but
dude, I haven't seen anything that I liked. Yeah, the price has been really weird. Anyways, okay, so why do I stick to 40-point for value gaps? All right, so I've been trading for value gaps for Krabby, how long have you been trading for value gaps? Like what, like 2 years maybe?
2022, 2023.
Yeah, about 2 years. In these last 2 years, from all the backtesting that I've done, I've always found the most success, like the most probability behind 40+ point candles. I feel like the more points a candle has, the more respected it will be because the more imbalance it has inside of that candle. So yeah, I'm very picky about the candles that I choose to trade. So I always go for 40+ points. All right, now, am I seeing that 30 to 35 point candles won't work? No, I mean, they probably will. But I just choose not to trade them just because of the probability behind it. The more it has, the more likely it is to play out. What happened to Nick? He's still in here. What do you think about the 1 minute for value gap? Do we have one? I probably won't trade this one. I mean, yeah, no, I'm good off that. If anything, I'll just wait for this 15-minute right over here. Yeah, bro, Krabby, the markets lately, bro. Krabby, all right, Krabby, what do you think about the price action for the month of August?
Mid,
bro.
like some days were like really good, and then some days
It's just,
like,
dude. I found, dude, I haven't had a single good day. I probably had like what, like 2 or 3 good days in August, bro.
Really,
dude, like really, really good days. You know what I mean? Like we're talking 100+ points off the rip.
I had a good day on the 20th, and the day before that, or no, the 12th, like really, really good, and then
Dude, price this month has been so garbage, bro. Oh yeah, let me see. Another question. Hindsight, this trade looks good, but can the trade still be valid because we took out the Asian low? I waited for 480 to be taken out, so I changed out 50 points right now. What trade is this from?
a different mic.
What? No. Oh, I haven't really like gotten too much furniture for the house, so it's kind of like a little bit echoey. EJ, what setup was that from? 536. So I'm assuming that was the 15-minute inverse, right? Or the 5-minute inverse, right? Yeah, it was. What was the question again? I waited for 40 to be taken out. The trade's at 50 points right now. Wait, hindsight, this looks good, but the conditions could be valid. We never took out the Asia in London, EJ. It's still all the way down here. Wait. Yeah, no, we didn't really have an Asia low or a London low today. Yo, crap. Are you still in your Nvidia position or no?
Yeah, of course.
You are, dude. We have earnings today, bro.
I know.
Yeah.
Hey, we usually dump that day.
We'll see.
I didn't scale once. Not a single scale.
Dude, you're either about to double everything or lose a portion of all that.
Well, no, I'm super green.
Yeah, no, like I'm saying, like if we go down, you know what I mean?
Oh, and the profit? Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, by the way, Bryce, no, we never had a London low. Yeah, we on the indicator it marks it out right there, but we never set a low on that London. This was never a low. Like we never bounced from it. So I don't really consider it a level of liquidity. So I don't consider it a sweep. Yeah, but also the pre-market low. I mean, dude, we dumped like crazy off that pre-market. So I don't know. It was all in all just very messy. Very hard just to say what really happened, especially real time. You know what I mean? Actually, rarely use SMT. I don't really believe in SMT, dude. The one thing I will say about SMT is, okay, let's say for example, you're taking longs on ES, right, or NQ. I feel like an SMT is always going to be there. If it's not on one thing, it's always going to be on the other. I feel like it's always like it's just there. I don't know how to explain it. It's just something I believe in. I really don't know how to explain it. Like I don't believe in using it like into a strat. You know what I mean? Like if I have to look for it, then sure. I feel like an SMT will always be there. That's what you guys always hear me saying. Like, oh,
Confluence, not a strat.
yeah, exactly. It's something you could use towards like a bias or whatever. But you guys will always hear me saying, "Oh, guys, I'm gonna enter NQ longs here, right?" And I look over ES. I'm like, "Okay, guys, it could get a little bit risky because ES already took out the London high or something." You know what I'm saying? It's always gonna be there. If one or the other will always be stronger. For example, today we took out the H on London when NQ hasn't taken it out. So if we were taking longs on NQ, I would have been like, "Okay, guys, this trade looks good, but it's probably gonna be very risky because the SMT is there on ES, right? Look at this right here. So ES could sell off while NQ can go up." All right, and it's like something that's literally always there 24/7. So why even mention it or why even try trading it when it's, you know what I mean? It's always there. And one way can it be used as a confluence? Okay, so if NQ hasn't taken out any levels of liquidity and ES has, for example, and ES starts selling off, you could use that confluence over on NQ. Although NQ hasn't taken anything out, you can use that bearish bias off the SMT on ES as more of a bearish bias on NQ as well. Although NQ might have not given you any sort of a confirmation. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense. Well, at least that's how I would use it. Obviously, to each their own, but that's how I would use it in most cases. So, for example, if since ES took out this Asia high and it's already showing some sort of weakness while NQ is trying to pump up here, right? We could use the SMT/rejection of ES to kind of form more of a bearish bias over on NQ, right? Although NQ hasn't taken out any major level of liquidity like the London or Asia high, we could still be bearish because if ES leads down and it leads NQ down, we will know exactly why it's selling off. So it's not like we're taking shorts out of thin air, right? We were taking shorts based off the SMT that we're getting on both ES and NQ. All right, so that's how I would go about it. But we'll see. So far, it's kind of like the market's not really giving us much. I'll stay on, but um, it's not really. Yeah, we're starting to get a little bit of more slower candles here. Like I told you guys, after typically like 10:45 to 11 is when the market really chops up on these days where we have earnings coming out. So yeah, we'll see. Hopefully, we can get a rejection soon, so we can get a DOL sweep off this internal and kind of look towards a inverse off this. In my opinion, this would be the only trade that we can possibly take today. I mean, with price slowing down already, the chance of us creating another gap sometime today is very low. So it's just work with what you have, which is kind of this one right over here. What time are Nvidia earnings? Anytime after, it's like from 4 to 4:30 is typically when it comes out. Like I said, there's no specific time that that it comes out, but it would just come out during that time span. But yeah, it already seems like price is really slowing down here. Nice. Chris. I like that. I like that, bro. I like that. Yo, Blast, why don't you ever wait for the candle to close for the inverse? Because candle closes don't mean anything. In my opinion, at least, they literally mean nothing. A candle is okay. Just because a candle didn't close, that doesn't really mean that price will react any differently. You know what I mean? It's just a candle closing. The next candle is gonna do whatever it wants. The next candle is gonna do what the first candle was gonna do if the first candle didn't close. You know what I'm saying? It's literally nothing. Now, I will say that for the people that wait for candle closes, let's say for example, right, you're trading a volatile market, right? And you're looking to take an inverse, right? But you're like, okay, well, I don't really want to trade this inverse because the candle hasn't closed. I want to wait for extra confirmation and wait for that candle to close, right? If you're trading in an impulsive market or a very, very volatile market, if we inverse that fair value gap and we still keep going up, you're gonna miss your entry waiting on that candle close. You know what I'm saying? Because there have been so many times where we've taken a trade and in that same exact candle, we've seen the price target get hit. All right. And obviously, if the candle hasn't closed, then you're entering at a price target. And it's not going to happen. You know what I mean? If you miss it, you miss it, I guess. Yeah. But in my opinion, I don't believe that candle closes mean anything. It doesn't really affect how price moves. Same thing how time frames don't affect how price move. Right? If you're trading off the 5 minute, the 15 minute, the 1 hour, the 1 minute, price is still moving the same exact way. It's not going to change a single thing. I think the word towards that is being fractal, if that makes sense.
Fractal.
Fractal. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, Crappy, do you want to candle close or no?
Oh, but I trade in the lower time frame.
Oh, okay, yeah, so it makes sense. Right? The candle closes in literally 1 minute. If you're gonna be waiting for a 5-minute close or a 15-minute close, you might as well say buy to that setup because it's not gonna hold. Let's say for example, right? We created a new 15-minute fair value gap and we inverse that fair value gap in 2 minutes, right? 2 minutes into the new candle. Are you gonna wait 13 minutes to find an entry? No, because the setup is more than likely already gonna play out.
It's like waiting for a 1 hour inversion.
Yeah, you're literally gonna say buy to that setup. It's gonna work out in front of your face and you're gonna miss it.
Inversions work best for 1 minute and lower.
Yeah. The 5 minutes work as well. But dude, I've been using the 1 minute lately. It's been pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. Like if the 5 minutes doesn't provide anything, I'll just and the market is still really volatile, I'll just use the 1 minute.
Oh, that'd be there.
Can you make a video on how you're using the 1 minute? It's literally the same exact thing. The same exact way that you use the 5 minute, the same exact way you use the 1 minute. You find your gap and that's it. You inverse it with all of your confirmations. The close don't matter because the market doesn't care about how you feel. No, it's not how you feel. It's just let's put it like this. Like, okay, if a candle closes, do you think the next candle is going to do anything differently? No, it's going to do what the first candle was doing if it never closed in the first place. It's just I don't know how to explain it. It just doesn't do anything. Like closes literally mean, to me at least, they mean nothing. But aren't they different confirmations to look for on the 1 minute? No, because remember, typically we find all of our confirmation on the higher time frame, right? We find all of our levels of liquidity on the 15-minute and higher time frame. We find our sweeps on. You can find a sweep on any time frame actually, because if you take out price and it holds above it after, then that's a sweep, right? You can find your MSS on the 5-minute time frame. But if you can't find an entry model on the 1 minute, on the 5-minute or the 15-minute, you can work off the 1 minute as well. It's pretty much the same exact thing. What do you think of order flow trading? Just like any strat, obviously it's not guaranteed, but if it works, it works. You know what I mean? I've never tried it myself. I've never looked into it to myself, so I don't really have a saying for it. But if it works, it works. You know what I mean? I don't really think people only trade order flow. They use it as a confluence. Like, they just use it to see what's going on, and they have another strat to back it up. If you wait for a candle close, you risk a high chance of getting a very late entry. Exactly. I mean, you're either going to get, there's no in between. You're either going to get a very late entry or you're not even going to get an entry at all because it's probably going to hit the price target before you enter. And you waiting on ES? Well, ES already took out everything. But we'll see. My expectations for today, I don't really think we get anything, but I'm gonna stay on for a little bit longer and just see if we can at least get some sell off here or some selling here. If we can, then sure, I might be able to give you guys something. But oh my, yo, I just realized, yo guys, BTI is what the hell, yo. What the hell? Yo, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I was thinking on adding another 20K down here, but I'm like, nah, bro. I already added enough, bro. I'll just wait for the next dip. I didn't realize what the guys. Literally yesterday we were close. We were literally at 58s. Now we're at the 60s. Okay. By the way, did any of you guys add into BTI or no? With me? Yeah. Nice. So you guys should be green. You put 50. Nah, bro. Come on now, bro. I'm not even 50 grand, bro. I'm in 40. Dude, if you put 50, you're probably gonna be making about what 1.4 or 1.5K a month. Pretty nice. You know what I mean? Now, oh, by the way, guys. Okay, so now that we're still waiting on NQ to kind of give us like more of something to work with, you know what I mean? Look at the 5 minutes. It's kind of like, you know what I mean? The odds are getting a little bit lower, guys. AIPI. You guys know how we're in AIPI. Now, for those wondering, hey, why did we gap down? First of all, earnings came out last night at $1.23 per share. So we're getting paid quite a bit, a good amount, depending on how much you're in. I'm personally getting paid about $450, I think, for the month for holding this. But guys, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Looking at AIPI, this is gonna be the next one on the list. If you guys want to be a little bit risky and add more into your dividends, with Nvidia earnings coming out, AIPI could take a pretty big hit or a pretty big pump. All right, guys. Obviously, it depends on how Nvidia comes out. Hopefully, if Nvidia comes out bullish, we should be opening up at like 20. I mean, not 20. Maybe the high 42s, maybe low 43s tomorrow. All right, guys. So if you guys want to add into AIPI, not only is it at a discounted price due to the dividends being paid out, but we also have Nvidia earnings coming out. Now, I will say that obviously earnings can be both good and bad. So if earnings takes a big hit, then AIPI could be a little bit in drawdown for some time until we recover it back up. All right. But if Nvidia comes out really bullish, expect AIPI to literally rip. All right. Now let me. In the meantime, while we wait for this, obviously we're still waiting on the rejection here. In the meantime, let me do a little bit of research here. All right. So, and when was the last time Nvidia earnings came out? Does anyone remember? Nvidia earnings. When is that? I think Nvidia earnings came out right here, no? No, in January. No way. It came out more recently, right? Does anyone remember? I don't think anyone knows the date. In May? May. So I'm assuming right here, no? Nah, but like, there's no way. $7 up on earnings? No. May 28th? Yeah, so it should have been this one right here. Okay, let me see how much of an impact. Are you guys sure it was May 28th? The 25th? Let me search it up. When's the last time Nvidia came out? May 28th. All right, so right here. Wait, let me see. The 20th is here. Yeah, so right here. Okay, let me see how much of a hit this gave to AIPI. So we gapped up. All right. Looking at AIPI on the 28th of May. We opened up gap down. Oh yeah, no, we opened up gap down because Nvidia gap down here. Yeah, that's probably why. But we recovered this. So yeah, if Nvidia, if you guys are going to be getting into AIPI to increase your dividends, I'm not going to get in. I'm going to hold my main position, which is about 15 on it. Even if Nvidia earnings come out bad. If the market is able to recover in this next month, we can obviously continue to see higher as we broke new highs and everything. Okay. Yeah. Dude, what the hell caused BTC to gap up like this? Oh, damn. Plus, why didn't you long the initial IFG at the bottom? Because we didn't have enough confirmations for me to like it enough. Especially with this market. I wasn't trying to get caught up in anything not looking as perfect as possible. I just didn't like it. How about the 1 hour? I don't trade out the 1 hour. It takes way too long to play out. I use the 1 hour as a confluence to know what the bias is. Yeah. I will only take an entry after 1 minute, the 5 minute, or the 15-minute time frame. If it's not there, I won't take it. Does the payout go to the card that I bought that counts with? No, it will ask you for the routing number and the account number. And it'll just send it to that account. That's what's the plan. Dude, I don't know, man. It's like we have a setup and I want to take it, but it's so slow and so choppy, bro. Like I don't know, man. I don't know. It's more than likely to just get off very soon. Remember, after 11 is when price is already getting very slow. It's already, I mean, look at this. Look at the 5 minute. We're averaging out 15, 13, 15, 8. Yeah, no, the price is pretty much dead. So the chances are we could probably see something during the PM session. I kind of really doubt it, but it's always a possibility. But right now it's just chop city right now. Plus, how often do you shower your cat? I haven't showered my cat in a long time. They bathe themselves. Chris, take it easy, bro. Take it easy. Yeah, no, yeah. You don't do that. But yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, man. I really want to get off, but I'm gonna give the market like maybe 20 more minutes just because ES is trying to reject off this Asia high. So maybe we get a deal sweep into an inverse. Maybe. Who knows? But yeah, we'll see. We'll see for sure. Right now, it's probably going to be focused more on ES than NQ, just because NQ has so much to do. Guys, we're averaging very choppy 15-minute, 15-point candles. We have to set off 65 points to just get the inverse. I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon. But ES, on the other hand, we're getting a little bit more confirmations. So we'll see. You got smoke today? Yeah, dude, it's a very choppy market, bro. So yeah, I don't have a long bias for this morning. Give it to 11 and then call it? Probably, yeah, probably. I'm heading out. Take care, Blast. Thank you for... I got you, bro. 100%, man. I got you. We can't be mad at a cash day. It's way better than a red day. You know what I mean? Just whenever the market provides a really good opportunity, we'll take it. But for now, there's literally been nothing to take today. But yeah. Now, remember, guys, if you guys are looking to get off, keep your notifications on because I will be trying to trade the Asia session tonight. I don't know how good it will be. I have high expectations for Asia tonight, mainly because of Nvidia. Obviously, if Nvidia earnings come out bullish or bearish, we'll know. But remember that tonight I will be on the charts trying to look for something. If I see something, I'll give it out. But if not, then obviously we'll be on tomorrow. All right, guys. When would it be a good idea to get into JEPQ? I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I think getting into JPQ is kind of out of the picture. I mean, anytime the market has a really big dip, maybe you can get in, but you're probably not going to get into the price that we got in right down here into JPQ, right around here. Remember, JPQ is a growth stock followed with a dividend stock, right? It's not like it has too much NAV erosion at all, hence why it has so much growth. So I would say anytime you want to get in, just honestly, what you could do is get in after every dividend is paid. So next week, JEPQ is gonna pay out dividends. So if anything, you could, because they usually pay about 40 to 60 cents. So if you want to get at a 40 cent to 60 cent a discounted rate, because typically it always recovers it back up, right? As long as the month stays bullish, right? So if you want, you can get in after every dividend is paid because the market always takes a dip after. Obviously, it's how they distribute the payments. So you could do that if anything, but I hate to break it, but getting at the price that we got in at to like be green for a long time, no matter what, is unheard of. Because remember, guys, we got in at a kind of like a once in a lifetime opportunity. Because remember, I don't know if you guys remember this or not, but while the markets were crashing to literally zero, I mean Nasdaq. Crap, how many points did it dump? Like 4,000 points, I think, around there when the market crashed. When everyone was selling, I was literally begging you guys to enter. If you guys listened, you guys got paid. If you didn't, well, then you know. I'm sorry to bother again, but why didn't? Oh, I answered your question. I just said I didn't like the setup enough. It didn't look good. Hindsight, sure, it might have looked like it played out, but real time, it was too choppy and it just wasn't good at all. Yeah, it seems like ES is trying to get a D-Wall sweep here. Although it doesn't look the strongest. We'll see. Got you thing. I got you, bro. Yeah, it's all hindsight stuff. It looks good now, but at the time it didn't look good at all. There's no way I was gonna take that. Oof, what the hell? Yo, you guys saw it? Yo, what the hell? Hold on, let me type this up here. Okay, well, that's something for sure. I mean, what? I'm not gonna lie to you guys, bro. This is probably gonna be a fake out. Dude, how much you guys want to bet that we're gonna flip this candle right back to green? Let me see. So looking at yeah, there it is. There's a candle flip. Yeah, it was literally the biggest fake out. Yeah. Surprise, surprise, guys. Surprise. Oh man, this market. It's definitely something. Don't jinx it now. I mean, dude. What did your P&L thing go? I took it off just for now because I was planning on doing something which I haven't said yet, but I can always put it back up. Because I have a lot of people telling me that, dude, I can't see the chart because of the P&L. I need to change it, blah blah blah. So I'm just sticking to this one for now. Play me? No, hell no, bro. Dude, it's like hopefully we can hold it back down, but wow. Now, like I said, I'm gonna be focusing more on ES today. It just looks a lot cleaner to trade, more confirmations, more everything. NQ on the other hand looks, yeah. I don't know about NQ. I'm not gonna lie. Do we have a gap here? We do. How much did your racing sim cost you last? A pretty penny, bro. A pretty penny. It was over 7,000. But that was with installation as well. Was it worth it? I'm not gonna lie to you. Yeah. Dude, I'm on that shit for like maybe half of the day. That's what is that in blue? This is the Asia high. How many contracts should I trade on my PA for MES? 20 is pretty good. 20. Remember, ES doesn't move as much, so it's not as volatile. But we'll see if this holds down. If it does, then maybe we can get a trade going. Chart is much clearer today. It looks clear, but price is not, lined up. What's good, bro? Longs or shorts? Well, right here we have a DOL suite, or we're trying to get a DOL suite, so pretty much shorts is what we're looking at. Yeah, dude, we knew that fake out. That was gonna be the biggest fake out, bro. It always happens, bro. Anytime, bro. Anytime. How do you feel about NQ having two fair value stacked up? I'm not looking to trade NQ. That's how I feel about it. And puts on how many points on ES for that to be valid? About 9 to 10. Oh, okay, like more. Okay, yeah, I see. Like the stream, you mean? Okay. I mean, in terms of if we inverse, but remember, if ES is going to be the one that's leading and causing us to really sell off in the first place, then we can expect way lower. It's just with price right now being a little bit, not so good, then, we'll see for sure. I'm going off. Thanks for. I got you, bro. Don't worry about it, bro. Don't worry about it. Let's see if we can break some candle lows here. I don't know. For some reason, yeah. Oh, I'm looking at NQ, bro. I was about to say, and I was looking at my TraderView. I'm like, yo, why do we look more bearish on TraderView and bullish on TradingView? You guys had the NQ open on TraderView. Yeah, hopefully ES can hold down here. I mean, I would love to take an inverse off this gap here. And for those wondering why I'm not looking at NQ, it's because, I mean, compare these levels, right? Compare them. What looks way cleaner? Obviously, ES looks a lot cleaner than NQ. So I want to see how that holds. Yeah, no, I'm gonna take it either way, Reds. Just it's the only thing we can work with this price, and that's even if it holds. If not, then just don't trade it. What the hell? Have you noticed? I guess half filled. Wait. How much is 3M and Q cons into MES? It's kind of double, so do 6. What time does the NVIDIA earnings come out? After 4 p.m. after market close. Have you noticed when there's a big wick like previously on the 5-minute NQ, it gets half filled? What do you mean? Yeah, show me a picture of anything. Okay, guys. Okay. So real quick. I'm curious, all right? Because I've been like, I've been thinking on doing this, but I don't know how much it will do, guys. If I, because I feel like a lot of people would actually prefer this. I've had a lot of DMs, and I've thought to myself, if I make like if I have someone code an indicator. Wait, hold on, hear me out. If I have someone code an indicator for me telling like kind of marking everything out, because I know the indicator that we have is the London high and Asia high DOL, or I mean yeah, pretty much liquidity or highs and lows. What if I code an indicator that kind of lays out my strat? Do you guys get what I'm saying? Should I or is it a waste of time? I've always like I don't know. It's like so 50-50. Because I know that, okay, look. I know that there's indicators out there, because when I first started trading, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I used to use like these buy and sell indicators, which I'm not saying that's what I'm gonna do. Um, no, I didn't take a trade today. Not yet, at least. There used to be like a little box up here, if you guys know what I'm saying. Like it's like a box up here, and it has like a confirmation list, right? So for my new traders, if you guys are ever unsure as to like if something is confirmed, or if you want to learn it or not, there's like a little checklist up here that like it reads the market and it reads what price is doing, and it will tell you if it's confirmed or not. I really want to. I want to build it. But what do you guys think? Have that in a Google table? What happened with Krabby was just not the same. What do you mean? What do you mean it's not the same anymore? Like Krabby himself is not the same anymore? Can you? No, I don't know how to code. I would have to hire someone for that. But do you guys get what I'm saying? I don't know. Super quiet, standoff-ish. What does standoff mean? I don't know. I've kind of noticed. I don't know. I haven't really tuned into Krabby's lives recently because I've been so caught up with work. Um, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, Stacks, do you tune into his live as well or no? Because maybe I don't know how he does in his live. The marks are kicking ass, bro. It's clear to everyone, bro. Used to? Oh, I don't know that. I don't really know that much. I learned it last month. But I'm a coder, so it took me a day. Automated marking most of my. Yeah, bro. I mean, I'll see. I'll see if I can work around it. Would you guys be interested in that? No, I'm not gonna chat GPT it, bro. Hell no. But like I've always wanted to build something to the point where like you wake up and all of your nearby levels are marked out. It tells you like, okay, if we took out a level of liquidity and we're sweeping it, it will confirm up here like, okay, yeah, we just swept the Asia high drawn liquidity, or we just swept the London high drawn liquidity, or we just swept the internal high drawn liquidity. And it'll tell you if the MSS is forming on which time frame or which time frames. And it will tell you if we're inversing a fair value gap. It will mark it out for you. You know, like pretty much my whole strat. That would be sick. That would be sick. And I just traded live on stream like always. I mean, yeah, I would have to hire someone though to build it. David, you thought about streaming? What do you mean streaming? Like, oh no, I don't like streaming that. Dude, I don't like showing my life that much. No, I've tried ChatGPT to code. It works, but like not like look. If I'm gonna release a code or an indicator out, I need it to be perfect to the best abilities. You know what I mean? And I don't know how to explain it, but I mean, I'll try it out just in case. But you know what it is? Explaining everything and trying to get it to perfection, that would literally take probably weeks to build. But I'll try it out. I mean, you never know. You're calling it? Yeah, dude, I'm about to call her as well, bro. The thing is way too choppy. And it's already 11. It's way, and yeah, guys, look at the 5 minute. You do not want to get caught up in this whatsoever, guys. Look at this. Let me know what you want. Yeah, I'll let you know. I'll try it out. It's in. You're overthinking it. I'll check it out. I'll check it out because I've like I said, I've used ChatGPT to code a few things before, and it's been very buggy or just not to my expectations. So obviously, if I'm gonna release something, it has to be to the T. You know what I mean? Do you guys think we might get a direction later in the PM? No, probably not. Remember, Nvidia earnings is coming out now, guys. If I don't find anything during the PM, which I probably won't, I'm not. Don't have your expectations too high up, guys. I will be trading the Asia session tonight, or I'll try. I'll try. Same time trip, kind of iffy with ChatGPT. Yeah, I know. I'll probably just. I'm better off hiring someone. But I've always wanted to build one. Please give us a heads up. I always do. I always do. I've been coding for 20 years. Don't worry, it'll be perfect. With ChatGPT or with you? Yeah. Look, if you guys are looking for like a little job or a little whatever to get paid, hit me up if you guys know how to build indicators, and I actually want to try to do it. Now, Loki, give us 2 heads up. I got you, bro. I got you. But obviously, have your notifications on. You know what I mean? Live in the chat as we work, bro. All right, we making money in Asia today and tomorrow. Yeah, no, obviously, the guys. For those that don't know, anytime I make money during Asia, if we do end up making money, if we find a setup, of course, if we make money during Asia, I always take the next day off. Tomorrow we steal the moon, hopefully. But yeah. Anyways, guys, do you guys think it's time to call it? I think it's time to call it, man. This market it's the Nvidia chop. You know what I mean? We're pretty much due for a chop. You know what I mean? But yeah, man. In the meantime, guys, once again, if you guys know how to code, send me a DM and I'll pay you guys a pretty good amount to code me that indicator and work around it. All right, guys. So if you guys know how to code in here, or if you guys know how to like, what is it, type or read Pine script or whatever, I don't know how to say it. Let me know. Let me know. But yeah, guys, other than that, man, I'm gonna get off the stream, man. Today was just all in all very choppy. I'm gonna say cash today better than red for sure. Once again, be ready for Asia tonight. I will be on. All right, guys, or I'll try to be on if we get a setup. All right, guys. But yeah, other than that, what time are you gonna trade Asia? Asia opens at 6 p.m. So anytime I find a setup after 6 p.m., I'll be on. I'm not gonna lie to you. If I don't find a setup by like 9, I'll probably just go to sleep, or I'll just get off the charts. All right. Have a good one. Yeah, you too, bro. You too. All right, guys. I'll see you guys later tonight, or maybe in the PM. All right. So I'll see you guys either in the PM session or during Asia tonight. All right. No, I'm definitely not sleeping at 9. I'm against the charts though, for real. But yeah. Anyways, other than that, guys, get off the charts right now, guys. Obviously, please don't. Obviously, we all know that this is not tradable. All right. Look at the 5-minute. It's beyond bad. All right, guys. So yeah, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and get off, and I'll see you guys later today. All right, guys. Peace out, guys. Peace. All right. And you two guys, hopefully you guys are able to enjoy the stream. Hopefully you guys were able to learn something new at least. Obviously, we didn't make any money today because we didn't find any trades. But guys, I will be trading later tonight during Asia. So if you guys are interested in possibly catching some trades during Asia, and you guys want to join at a 60% off discount into the premium, because I won't be live for Asia on YouTube, but I will be on for the premium. If you guys do want to join, click the first link in the description, and in the sign up page, if you guys type code 60, that's 60 under monthly, 3-month, or even lifetime, it will apply 60% off any of those codes. So once again, if you guys do want to join, it's right here. Use code 60 for 60% off any upgrade. So yeah, if you guys do want to join and get access to it, you guys click the link over in the chat and use code 60 to join up. All right, guys. But other than that, I'll be on later on tonight. So if you guys are from RPs, which I'm pretty sure you guys are probably from RPs or from my servers or from my server, whatever, I will be putting out some game plans and some alerts. So yeah, be on the lookout for that. All right, guys. But other than that, man, I'm gonna go ahead and get off, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. All right, guys. Peace out, guys. Peace.